if people recidivate or they commit another crime, do you find that the drug addiction, the alcohol addiction leads to people committing more crimes, or is it that they're just primarily violating because they can't pass a drug screening and they end up going back to prison, or is it a combination of?
You just answered it. You said it. They can't pass the drug screening because they come out using and they can't seem to get it right, because as we all know, when you have a substance use disorder, it doesn't get less, it gets worse.
So is the court system and the criminal justice system willing to work with you guys as sort of like an alternative to violating them?
We're finding that here lately, we're getting a lot of play with them, because the judges are becoming more understanding, because it's in everyone's family almost. Okay, let's just say it like that. Right. And also because, you know, when I was,
it might be in their family too.
Exactly. So now it's an epidemic. Okay, it used to be a war on drugs,
right?
So now it's an epidemic. So now people are starting to be a little more understanding, and not only do they not send them back to prison, but you even have some judges who've decided that if they go through, let's say, a year-long program and come out successful, get a job, get their own place, they will get rid of the sentence.
Okay, well, that's encouraging. So what are the main type of drugs that you see a lot of people being addicted to? Is it like illegal drugs like crack, cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, stuff like that? Or do you also see like the legal drugs, the pills?
Oh, it's everything. It's everything. See, I can remember a time when crack cocaine was the drug, right? And we didn't use other drugs. We just used crack. Okay.
Okay.
But now it's like a buffet now. It's crack, it's methamphetamines, it's alcohol, it's benzodiazepines, it's stimulants, it's synthetic marijuana, it's all of the above.
Now, when I had to train myself when I go to, because I love to eat, when I love to chew. When I go to a buffet, a lot of times I try and eat everything on the buffet. I had to train myself. Just because everything's on the buffet, I don't have to use everything on the buffet. Do you notice that a lot of people that are addicted, are they using multiple different drugs, or do most people have their favorite drug that they use?
No, it's not like it used to be. It used to be one favorite drug, but now it's multiple.
Whatever they can get their hands on.
Because here's the fact. Drugs are less expensive now as they used to be. Okay.
Okay.
People who used to use crack are now using meth as well.
Wow.
Because the meth costs less. When you start using, and even the synthetic marijuana, okay?
Synthetic marijuana.
Synthetic marijuana, they call it no-show.
Wow.
Okay, because it doesn't show up in a drug screen unless there's a particular drug screen, like a 12-panel drug screen that will show up as MDMS.
Okay.
So it shows up in another form, or it'll show up in it's just so many different drugs now, and people are starting to use, and people are starting to use even more. And another reason why is because the world is becoming so complex.
Okay. Complex? How? How so?
Well, you have a lot of different things to deal with now. Okay. The children are different because the baby's got a phone in their face from birth.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So therefore the attention span is short. You also have so many different religions now.
Okay. Okay.
So everyone is trying to prove a point, or everyone is trying to seek some type of peace. Okay. And so people are reaching out. Not only that, but we're finding that more geriatrics are starting to be addicted to different types of opioids, because doctors are prescribing opioids to grandma. Okay, so grandma started taking her pain pills for her leg, And then she develops dementia or Alzheimer's, right?
Right.
And so she forgot she took her pill an hour ago, so she take another one.
Wow.
So now her tolerance is increasing. So then you got the smart grandchildren stopping by. Grandma, you already took your medicine today. Let me get those pills from you. I'll give them to you when I think you need them. And you probably won't need another one until tomorrow. So now grandma, she fainting. Hey, she's going through withdrawal. She's sweating. She got a bad headache. Her body aching. She got diarrhea. Everything.
And the pharmaceuticals make more money.
And so the pharmaceuticals make more money. The elderly are addicted. We're not just dealing with young people with substance use disorders anymore. It's everybody.
Well, Carl, you seem to be extremely knowledgeable, and you seem to be very passionate, about helping people and making an impact. And, to be honest, you seem to be perfectly situated to do that because of your passion. So I want to ask you, I know at the beginning, you mentioned that you are a recovering addict.
I'm
What
a person
was
in long-term recovery.
your in long-term recovery?
Exactly.
What does that mean? And I want you to explain what that means exactly. And did you use drugs while you were in prison?
No, I did not. I used drugs before I went to prison. I used cocaine, right?
Crack cocaine or cocaine?
Crack cocaine and powder if I'm
Okay.
gonna cook it up.
Okay. But you're
I gotta
saying
cook.
you wanted to cook it up. Okay.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah. And so what that means is when you said that, what does it mean for me to be in long-term recovery? As I
Yes.
mentioned earlier, it means that today I've learned how to deal with life on life's terms without the use of drugs and alcohol. Okay. So that's how I'm in long-term recovery. Today, instead of me curing or pacifying everything with some cocaine, I look at it for what it is and I deal with it head on with different tools that I've learned along the way.
That's excellent. So how long has it been since you used drugs or alcohol?
It's been 31 years. It's been
31
years.
years.
Yes.
Wow. How long have you been home?
I've been home since 2012. So I've been home 11 years.
2012, really?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was there at any point where you used drugs when you were in prison? I'm trying
Not
to
at
do the
all.
math here. Not at
Not
all.
at all.
Okay.
No. You
Okay.
have to see, Eric, before I went to prison, I cried out to God to help me to get away from the drugs. And I remember praying a prayer, and this was my prayer. God, help me. If you can help a wretch like me, take however long you need to take and do whatever you need to do, as long as you prepare me to be the woman that you've called me to be from the beginning.